I ran Magcargo this tournament. So Catacomb Cup has changed a little bit since the updates of Season 3. Powder Snow got a buff. A Bomb of Snow became relevant with the Weather Ball. And yeah, generally it changed the rankings of Catacomb. So my first opponent here, I was looking at their team and I'm like, they're pretty weak to Sudowoodo, so I decided to lead the Sudowoodo my very first match, and we do end up catching the Lapras. And I know I can take one Surf with Sudowoodo, so I don't really mind. In this scenario, I was like, do I want to stay in? And I decided, okay, I'll just get more energy and switch out into Magcargo. I was one of two people that ran Magcargo at this tournament. So I'm just bringing it in, taking hits. I should have went for the overheat here, realistically. But they end up just taking a Stone Edge, and I decided to just let Magcargo go down. And I think I just bring in Sudowoodo and continue a farm down. So I unleash my Rock Slide. I want to expel some of my energy right away off Lapras. And I decided to switch to a Bomb of Snow. And they end up switching to Galvantula. And fortunately for me, I can get off a Weather Ball. I have 2 shields. I'm just going to commit the shields here and try my best to... A Bomb of Snow is going to be able to probably even just farm down at this point. And Lapras comes back in, and I'm just going straight for the Energy Ball. We get the shield, that's fine, because I will be able to get to another Energy Ball, and I can just shield their Surf. So we end up taking the first battle here. Very good game. I ran a pretty spicy team, I feel. Like Gloom and Magcargo. Okay, so I'm feeling like they have nothing to deal with Sudowoodo. Like, they could lead Galvantula, but that's still not, like, the best scenario. Oh, nice Nightmare. Congratulations. So I decided, you know... I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as I keep Sudowoodo alive in a good, like, shield scenario, I could probably overcome any diversity. Like, I can almost just bring in something to, like, just deal damage until it dies, like, don't even shield, and then focus on the battle. I guess I was confident that I just needed Magcargo and Sudowoodo against my opponent. But in this situation, I was thinking, you know, honestly, I'm getting a lot of energy gain with a Bomb of Snow. So I decided to shield at least once and unleash all my Weather Balls before, I think I just inevitably sack it, and then I bring in Sudowoodo just to do a farm down. Yeah, I just let him die now. So I bring in Sudowoodo, and then get a little bit of energy. So it's a little scary because my opponent still has 2 shields. They opt out on bringing their Sudowoodo in. I decided to just go for the shield bait. They end up shielding. Unfortunate for me, I don't switch out in time. So I end up having the shield, but I decide, you know what, they're gonna shield. So they don't shield here. They bring in Lapras, and I'm like, oh shit. I get off a Rock Slide, they go for the shield, and I switch. I'm about to switch, but fortunately, for some reason, they expel their energy here, so this is super good for me. I bring in Magcargo, watch this shit. I'm like, oh man, I'm 4 times weak to Surf. I'm dead. And then I don't even die to a Surf. I was like, oh my gosh. I was so shocked. And I end up winning that battle. I was like, holy shit, I just farmed down Lapras with Magcargo. Pretty insane, honestly. Because the Ice Shard's not doing any damage to me. Pretty insane. Okay, so I decided to lead Magcargo this time, which pays off because they end up leading Frostlass. And I'm just rock thrown away here. And I'm like, even if they Shadow Ball me, I'm not going to shield this. And they end up going for the bait move. So they switch an Umbreon, and I Don't know why I went for Stone Age again here. I feel like I should have just went for the Overheat and switched out. Yeah, I think Overheat's better to do in these scenarios where I can switch out. So I'm on the farm down on Umbreon currently, and I drop a Rock Slide. And fortunately for me, I just farm her down before it really does anything. They're bringing Lapras on Sudowoodo. I have an energy lead, so I drop a Rock Slide. And they end up shielding, which is pretty nice. I think I do shield a Surf, because I know I'm going to get that other shield. I'm going for that shield, baby. So, Rock Sliding. Definitely going to shield this. And I think I opt out to just let... Well, like, Sudowoodo is going to go down. But I have Abomasnow. So, I'm not going to shield here. Get hit by a Surf, not a big deal. We're just going to get hit by another Surf. It's kind of obvious. So I just don't even bother shielding. And I decided to get a little bit of energy and go for the Weather Ball. Just to save up energy. And we can farm a little bit from there. They bring in their Frostlass, and I just bring in Magcargo with a shield, and it's going to be game. I just have to shield the move, and yeah, it's over. So that is our first opponent. GG's. Alright, let me bring up my second opponent's team here. Pretty spicy team, Amistar and Drapion, and wow. Okay, so yeah, this tournament was stacked. Okay, so we have Beedrill. I get pretty much destroyed this battle. I was kind of just testing the waters. I was wondering if he would try to lead Sudowoodo, and he definitely did not. And yeah, I just get kind of wrecked this battle just because I made a pretty bad prediction. When I had Gloom here, I kind of just knew it was going to be game. So yeah, I'm just going to play out the match and kind of get an idea like what he's running, if I can get past this fucking Beedrill, you know. Pretty hilarious. But yeah, definitely not a good scenario for me. I was thinking he would lead Pseudo, and I was considering leading Magcargo. But yeah, so that's pretty much game because it's Ice Fang, Drapion, and I get pretty much wrecked. Yeah, they're gonna shield there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna die to Ice Fang. So yeah, battle 1, just not a good prediction on my end. Really good prediction on my opponent's end. So I'm thinking like, okay, now that it's all that, what do I do here? I knew my Sudowoodo would be very valuable. And yeah, there is Gibble in raids. Yeah, I'm thinking Magcargo and Sudowoodo are still really good choices. It's just, what do I bring also here? A little nervous, but yeah, this guy's a really good battler too, so I can't really make a mistake. You know, that first battle was like rough. Fortunately, I make a great call. I lead Magcargo, and they end up leading Jumpluff. They bring in Amistar, and I bring in Abomasnow. Maybe I should have brought in Sudowoodo. I think Sudowoodo might have actually been a better play here. But yeah, I'm just gonna go straight for an Energy Ball and try to get the shield. I think I just let Abomasnow go down. Taking that Rock Slide was rough. So I'm gonna bring Sudowoodo in now, and I guess I was thinking he's just gonna Rock Slide me again, and I'm already like behind. I need to make a risky play here. I just go straight for the farm down. They switch in Jumpluff, and then they switch into the Alolan Golem here. I go for the Stone Edge. Unfortunately, I get behind him here. Which is a little rough, because we could have definitely pressured a shield, but we just knock out the Golem, which is fine. The Jumpluff is going for me, so Jumpluff is going to go for Aerial Ace here. I know I can take it. I barely live. Go for Stone Edge. They have the shield, and I already have a Stone Edge here on my Sudowoodo and I have a shield. Even if Magcargo died there, I would have been able to pull off the win with Sudowoodo. So I'm able to win that battle. So now we're in a tiebreaker match. Going from I got completely destroyed to, okay, I pulled off a win. Magcargo in this cup, in the Catacomb Cup, like, it wasn't traditionally good, but I'm saying, like, a lot of people are running a lot of ice Pokemon right now, and a majority of people's teams can't handle the Magcargo. And it's so tanky, too. It's pretty insane. Okay, so I'm really thinking about what to do here. I'm really contemplating on bringing Gloom back this final match. Yeah, I was really thinking hard what to do here. I'm like, do I lead Sudowoodo? I'm like, I don't know, maybe I just lead the Magcargo again. Maybe he won't expect it, but then I'll have Umbreon as a safe swap this time. And we need Sudowoodo. And sure enough, he leads Jumpluff again. Amazing prediction on my end to stay Magcargo lead. So we switch in, and for whatever reason, he does not go for his energy before me, which is gonna cost him for sure. And he ends up going for the EQ. So that's why he was trying to go for the EQ of a Rock Slide there. He wanted to catch me off guard. He didn't think I would shield. So all these plays, like me getting the lead, me making that Earthquake prediction, really creates a super solid... Yeah, I didn't know it could tank a Surf either until that battle. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know until that battle. I was like, holy shit! Yeah, so we have Umbreon as a safe swap here. I'm just gonna come in and just try to get as much damage and shields off as possible. This is looking really good for us, guys. I mean, they're gonna use Rock Blast. If we're gonna be able to take it, I can return a Foul Play with Umbreon. I'm not going to shield. I think they go for Wild Charge here. Yes. But funny enough, it doesn't kill me. And I still get a Foul Play off on Jumpluff because they switch into it. Then I just switch here to Magcargo, farm down, and I go for the Overheat for the BM. Yo, that was an insane set. So I end up taking that battle against Jet. He was a little salty about the second battle. Like, he was the Jumpluff scenario. I understand. He said he showed me that he missed 2 bubbles on Aerial Ace, and he was saying, I would have knocked you out if I hit those 2 bubbles. But the thing is, I don't think he would have actually knocked out Magcargo, personally. And on top of that, I would have been able to do double Rock Slide on Sudowoodo. I still had a shield, you know what I mean? Like, he'd still have to, like, bait me to win the game correctly. And most people would probably go for Aerial Ace for the bait instead of just going straight Energy Ball. Would've, could've, would've, should've, you know what I'm saying? Good games, though, for real. Like, really, honestly great games. I just personally don't think it mattered. Like, he showed me, and I was like, yeah, I don't think it mattered. Alright, so this guy was really hard. I decided to lead Magcargo against this team. But he does end up leading Venusaur, and this is kind of an interesting scenario. I should have probably not shielded, but I end up shielding once here, and then I end up switching to Umbreon, and in comes Sudowoodo. Go for a Foul Play. And yeah, it's kind of rough, but I'm not going to shield. I'm just going to try to do as much damage here with Umbreon to Sudo as I possibly can before you die to it. Yeah, so I go for Foul Play, and try to get off another Foul Play here. Fortunately, I do, and I think they end up using 1 shield, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we're just gonna let Umbreon. They expel energy. I decide, okay, this is good. I think I bring in my Sudowoodo to farm, and we're gonna see Venusaur come back in. I decided to go for the Rock Slide, but I have to shield their Frenzy Plant. Go for a Rock Slide. We're gonna. I think we see the shield. Yes, we do see the shield. I switch into Magcargo and go straight for Stone Edge to knock out Venusaur. and then we have Umbreon in the back line. So this is a little rough. Take a foul play. I think I decided to go for the overheat. Yes. Does a pretty decent chunk, honestly. Really nice damage, and we're able to tank that. I decided to switch out here. We're in a pretty good position because we have Sudowoodo, and I'm able to just farm down here for the win. So we win battle 1 against this guy. Really good position for me. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy battles in this tournament. So I guess I was thinking, he might just lead Venusaur again, and I decided to just lead Abomasnow. I don't know, I didn't feel like he would lead Sudowoodo, personally. I don't know, I just didn't think that would be what he was going to do. That's why I decided to go Abomasnow. Because I was like, you know, Magcargo didn't do the best job against Venusaur. It wasn't terrible. I mean, we were able to make it work. But, yeah. Definitely Abomasnow is more solid win against Venusaur. So we end up winning the lead here. So, yeah, they switched to Umbreon. I switched to my Sudowoodo. I'm in a great switch lock here. I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. This battle is pretty insane. You know, I feel I threw my team together very last minute. And remember, guys, I was pretty drunk yesterday. So imagine, like, I'm drunk right now. Like I was drunk, and I did another shot at one point too during the tournament. So I was like just riding off of that. And, you know, I decided to sack my Sudowoodo here because Abomasnow has a pretty nice matchup. They're gonna, no matter what they do here, I want to shield because it's just a better, we'll be able to out energy them. So they go for the bait. That's not a bad decision on their end. And they end up making a really sweet switch here to Sudowoodo, which, damn, I wish I did not fuck this up, because if I did not do that, I'd be in a much better position. I should not have used my energy. I definitely really hurt myself here. No, Grumwitch didn't play. He actually had something he had to do. But yeah, because I wasted those weather balls, it's a little rough. He sludge bombs me. Them really well played by my opponent, honestly. I won the lead, and I just ended up kind of losing sight of everything there. So that was a little sweaty. I was like, oh no. Now I'm in a tiebreaker match here. And this guy is, like, all these people are ranked higher than me on Sylph. You know what I mean? They're all elite trainers, and I'm, like, very shy of hitting elite. Just, a lot of it has to do with it being, like, the tournaments I've weighed this season. Is there ever arguments or flame during this battle? Sometimes, but, I mean, like, people can be really salty if they feel like they didn't deserve to lose. I mean, but you can, if you record your matches, you can contest if there's lag. You know what I mean? You can contest stuff like that. They can be, yeah. I mean, I try to have a good sportsmanship attitude about it, because realistically, that's what we're doing. You know, we're playing an esport. Like, this is what Pokemon Go would look like if it was an actual esport, in my opinion. Okay, so against my opponent here, I'm really trying to think what to do. I'm really nervous. I'm like, do I lead Umbreon? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lead. I'm like, do I lead Frostlass? Do I lead Frostlass? Have Abomasnow and Pseudo in the back. This guy's a really tough battler. So, decided to just try something different, and I'm leading Frostlass. I feel like if I had more time with this team, I feel like it's a pretty good team. I might even consider switching out Gloom for something, but I almost feel like Gloom served a lot of value at points. in this tournament as well. It's puts a lot of bench pressure, I think, on my opponent. Okay, so it stalled on us, and we re-lobby. I just run the same team. I don't think I even change it here. I mean, like, technically we didn't even start the battle, so I could technically, I guess. I don't know, actually. But I just ran the same team. They end up leading Umbreon. I'm like, fuck! I'm like, alright, I have to stay in and just go for avalanches, and I think sack Frostlass. That's like my play. I'm just going for avalanches, and I'm gonna not shield. Alright, so I can go. We get their energy, and we just let Frostlass go down. I'll bring in Sudowoodo. And I think I'm going for like that farm down. Yeah, I go for the farm down. Yeah, there's things that you can contest and there's things that you can't. Like, it's up to the self arena, like tournament managers, to decide if it's worth a rematch or not. They do consider all of that stuff a part of the game right now, like CMP switch and such. Okay, so I switch a Abomasnow in, and I'm going to actually shield here and go for a Weather Ball. So I think I decided to double shield. Or no, I think, yeah, I decided to double shield, and I decided to go for the farm down. So this is where things get really crazy. They bring in Venusaur, and I use my Weather Ball. But they make the switch, the sack swap to Umbreon, and that ends up costing me the game. Dude, if they didn't do that, because I can't use energy on Sudowoodo for whatever reason there. They were, like, he was able to get in 2 Vine Whips before I can use my charge move when I switched in Sudowoodo. I know it's hard to see there, but when I came in, I took 1 Vine Whip, and then I was clicking on my Earthquake, and it didn't let me use it. And that wasn't really worth contesting, because honestly, I would have won the match if they didn't sack swap Umbreon there. Because I had 2 Weather Balls, and I would have knocked out Venusaur for sure. And I could have brought in Sudowoodo on the Umbreon and totally one-shot it. So that was a pretty insane battle. I mean, feels bad, man, mainly because I felt like I could have won battle 2 as well. But at the end of the day, really well played. So honestly, GG's to my opponent. That was an amazing sack swap, because it really flipped the match in their favor. So, I mean, damn, son. That was insane. Alright, let's bring up our next opponent here. Okay. Really crazy battle. That's why, in a way, I feel like if I had more time with this team before, I could have maybe I played pretty good under the circumstances, just making the team last minute, being a little tipsy, and playing against a stacked roster. Like, it was pretty competitive. Alright, so my opponent's team, I was like, Frostlass feels good here. Like, bring Frostlass and Abomasnow felt pretty good, and if I brought Sudowoodo too, I felt like we had pretty nice coverage. Like, there's some universal coverage going on here. Yeah, who's my opponent this round? It was... Where am I at? This Drake? Drake. He leads Venusaur. I had a feeling he would lead Venusaur, just kind of looking at his team versus mine. He's very weak to Sudowoodo. So leading Abomasnow was a great counter lead. I know he's going to just try to, like... Even if he tries to bait me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to win this matchup if he stays in. So he does go for the Sludge Bomb. Good thing I shield, and he ends up sacking Venusaur. So we're 1 shield to 1 shield at the moment. Brings in Umbreon. I'm going to stay in and just go for the Weather Ball spam. And I decided to just switch out here and go for Sudowoodo, because now that Venusaur is gone, Sudowoodo can do a lot of work here. And I'm going to just go for the Rock Slide on Lapras here. We get a shield, and I think I shield, or no, I end up not shielding. I think my thought process was bring in Magcargo and farm down. I know it's insanity. This is insane that I would do this, but I know I can take the Surf from that one battle, but I opt out on shielding and then going for a little bit of a farm down of Abomasnow. So we eat a Surf. They end up switching in Umbreon. We're going to take, I think, Foul Play. Or do they have the Dark Balls? Yeah, we take a Foul Play. We barely live. I'm going to be able to use my Weather Ball before dying. And we come back in with Magcargo. I think I go for the Stone Edge. No, I think I just farm down. I think I actually farm down here. Yeah. Because I know I can take 2 Foul Plays pretty easily. And I could just farm Lapras, but I just wanted to go for the Stone Edge. I knew they didn't have energy. So we end up taking battle 1 here against our opponent. And I guess I was thinking, okay, so do I need to switch anything really? I don't know, I felt like maybe they would actually lead Sudowoodo next round. And I don't know, I just decided to lead Gloom. Gloom. I guess I don't know, I guess I honestly was like, I feel like they're gonna lead Sudowoodo. We get Umbreon lead. But I'm going to stay in and Razor Leaf because it actually ends up chunking away here. I'm not going to shield. I will just take a Foul Play from Umbreon and just keep chunking. I don't think I shield here. I think I just take it, go for a Sludge Bomb, and let Gloom die. They end up shielding. And damn. I feel like that's a pretty nice scenario to be in, because I can bring in Sudowoodo just for a farm down, and I have 2 shields. I'm not going to shield Foul Play. I'm going to get that energy lead. So we already have a Rock Slide ready, but they bring in Venusaur, and I'm going to bring in my Abomasnow. They end up staying in, and I just Weather Ball. They shield. I have 2 shields. There's nothing they can do if they're like they're launching their move. I didn't want to risk it, and then I can go straight for an Energy Ball on Sudowoodo here. We knock out Sudowoodo, and that is pretty much game, because I shield, I think it's Frenzy Plant again, and then I just go for the Weather Ball, and that is game. Good game. So I end up going to, I already took this round, but we have another battle here. Kind of crazy that Gloom did that much work. Kind of a risky pick at times. When you line up Gloom correctly, it's going to devastate your opponent, but it's a really hard prediction to make. Okay. So I'm feeling pretty good that they might try to lead. I think I lead Abomasnow. I think I'm thinking they're going to try to lead Venusaur again. Alright, so just waiting for Drake to lock in here. Okay, no. I guess I thought... Okay, I lead Sudowoodo. I guess I didn't think they would lead Venusaur. And their team is really threatened by Sudowoodo. So this generally puts them in a really tough scenario. I decide not to shield, and I take a Power Gem. Absolutely fine. I think this time I shield. Excuse me. And I decided to bring in the Magcargo and just go for a farm down. They bring in their Sudowoodo. Crazy enough, I can get to a Stone Edge before they launch any energy. We get their shield. And I'm gonna just let Magcargo die to Sudowoodo. And I'm gonna bring back in my Sudowoodo, launch Rock Slide to knock out my opponent's Sudowoodo. They bring in Venusaur. I'm able to do nothing there, I just die. So I'm bringing a bomb of snow, and I don't want to die to a sludge bomb. Fortunately, they played super aggressive game, and they did make a nice switch here, but fortunately for me, I just did not... I pretty much didn't use any damage, and I farmed down and got another weather ball back, finishing off Venusaur. That was actually pretty sweet use of undertapping. Yeah, so I probably would have won still, but that undertap definitely assured I won that battle. Pog. Okay, let me bring up my 5th opponent's team. Very tough battles, chat, for real. Okay, battle 5. Alright. Again, I always get the impression people want to lead Venusaur against a team like mine. So, yeah, but at the same time, it's hard to tell if it's like the right play. So I lead a Bomb of Snow, and unfortunately, they do lead Sudowoodo, which is not good. I end up going for an Energy Ball, and we get a shield. I find that to be a pretty decent scenario, so I'm just gonna let Bomb of Snow go down. I'm gonna bring in my own Sudowoodo. I think I decided to shield, and I'm gonna go for a farm down, I think. Yes. Go for the farm down. They bring in Venusaur, but I'm gonna go for an EQ. They do end up shielding, which is really smart. I think I decided not to shield here and take a Frenzy Plant. They bring in Umbreon. Tough scenario. I probably should have waited a little bit before I did this overheat, but I just end up launching the overheat right away. Umbreon is gonna have to foul play me, and yeah, it's kind of rough because I think I have to shield this. Trying to tap down, but I was too scared. A little too scared to tap down, unfortunately. I'm in an interesting scenario where I just go for Rock Slide, and unfortunately, just barely. I should have farmed down that Umbreon. Dude, if I farmed down that Umbreon, I would have won that battle for sure. Yo, Oscarlicious, welcome to the stream, man. Shout out to Oscarlicious. Great to see you, dude. Very tough battles, though. Super tough. Okay, so I was like, okay, so they might think I'm gonna switch to the appropriate counter to Sudowoodo here. Yeah, this is a really tough one. I decided to bring Gloom. So I lead Gloom into a Frostlass. Pretty insane. I end up shielding once to an Avalanche, and they end up switching to Umbreon. I decided to stay in, go for a Sludge Bomb. They end up shielding once, and I think I decide to just let Gloom stay in and die. No, I end up saving it, because I'm like, well, they did switch, so they're trapped, and we got hit with the energy, so Sudowoodo I was going to bring in, and I'm just like taking these foul plays. I think I decided to go for the Rock Slide. Yeah, I'm a little too nervous. So they let Umbreon die. Okay, they're gonna bring in Venusaur, and I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. We end up landing, and I'm gonna bring in a Bomb of Snow here. Yo, this is scary. So I end up shielding, and I make a terrible decision to switch to Gloom, and yeah, I end up just kind of screwing myself there by doing that. I could have used Gloom as a sack swap, but instead I just ended up costing me the entire match because of it. Oh wait, no, I still won. Sorry, I forgot I won. I still won that battle. Okay. Yo, these matches are insane. I almost forgot. Yo, I end up winning. Jesus. All of these battles are insane because I forgot, like... Okay, sorry. I did win that battle. Dude, you know, like, even though the opponents I lost to, I feel like I had win conditions against my opponent, even when I, like, with the picks I did pick. My bad. That was wrong. So, okay, we're in a tiebreaker match. I guess, like, I'm kind of alluding that I end up losing against this guy, but I think even this match is, like, super close. I think I fucked up, actually, this last battle, if I remember correctly. Like, I think I did something where I was like, damn, I could have actually won. Yo, but I'm like, okay, Gloom. I don't know, I think I decided to lead Magcargo. Oh my god, actually, I think this is where I make the mistake. I was gonna lead Magcargo, I think, this battle, and I don't end up doing it. I think this is like, yes. Yeah, okay, so I was gonna lead... I think I was gonna lead Magcargo this battle, and I think it makes a big difference. Well, let me see. Let me see if I remember this correctly, because I was very much thinking he's gonna lead Frostlass. I was like, he's gonna lead Frostlass, and sure fucking enough, dude, if I just led the Magcargo, I was like, oh my god, I would have been in such a good position. You saw how long, like, this, all the recordings are sped up. You saw how long I was sitting there on the Magcargo lead, like, really thinking. I was like, he's definitely gonna lead Frostlass. I shouldn't even shielded there, to be honest. I should have just taken the Avalanche, but I do end up taking one here, and it's fine. Dude, if I just led Magcargo. So I end up going for a double rock slide, and they end up double shielding, so I'm going to bring in Magcargo and do a farm down on Frostlass. Definitely not going to shield. They switch into Umbreon, and I decided to go for an overheat and switch out. Does a nice chunk. We can bring in a Bomb of Snow. We can take foul plays. We're really banking on this, like, Magcargo, I feel like, at this point. So yeah, I'm just taking the foul plays. I decided to go straight in Energy Ball because I know I will knock out. I don't want to, like, mess around here. So I do knock out Umbreon. We have one shield. They bring in Venusaur. So they bring in the Frostlass. This is where I fuck up. I should have used my Weather Ball right away here instead of waiting, because I got dealt too much damage by the opposing Powder Snow by Frostlass. I should have used Weather Ball right as Frostlass came in, because I would have definitely been able to get off a Weather Ball there. My reaction time was a little messed up. You can imagine I was like sluggish at that point from drinking earlier and stuff. But if I would have switched right, like, I mean, if I would have used Weather Ball right as Frostlass came in, I think I took 2 Powder Snows that were unnecessary. I would have been able to pull off that final Weather Ball super clutch, and I would have won that battle. But, you know, it is what it is. It was really close. All those battles were super close. That's what I'm trying to say, is, like, I really feel like I almost pulled off, like, a really solid tournament here. I mean, I did still. I think it was still really good. But all the battles I lost, I feel like it came down to me, like, almost making a misplay or something. Okay, so I actually end up facing Rick and Morty in the tournament. This is Rick and Morty who's chilling in the stream. It's kind of crazy that this is the first time we've actually battled each other. So, they have a pretty traditional Catacomb team. I was gonna lead... I lead Magcargo here. I'm trying to see, like, what is going on with this team. So, I decided to go for an overheat, and I think I was gonna take one more foul play and switch out, or... Yeah. I take one more foul play, then I think I switch the Sudowoodo. Or no, I think I decided just to let Magcargo die. Yeah. So I bring in Sudowoodo and I farm down on the Umbreon. And Rigmorty switches in his Venusaur. So I'm going to just go for a Rock Slide, trying to get that shield. I decided to switch out into Umbreon. I'm going to just take a Frenzy Plant. And he ends up switching to his Sudowoodo. It's a little rough here. I'm going to launch a Foul Play to do some damage. And I have 2 shields, so I think I decided to shield one of these Rock Slides. I'm going to go for another Foul Play just to get off damage. And I think I just let Umbreon die this time. So what I'm hoping to do is come in and farm down Pseudo. And hopefully get off 2 Rock Slides here. Fortunately, we're on it right now. So we do 1 Rock Slide, we do get the shield. And this is kind of a risky play. I'm going for the EQ. But I was pretty confident that I was going to do it. Unfortunately, we didn't get screwed over by the lag in the game. And we were able to launch our EQ to guarantee a knockout there. Okay, so I take round 1 here. So yeah, I was trying to think what Rick and Morty would lead. Yo, Seb, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, so I think I decided this time to lead Gloom. Hey, Meta Level, welcome. Yeah, I lead Gloom and he leads Beedrill, and I'm like, oh man, that is not good. But I guess I decided to just stay in and sack swap Gloom here. Yeah, this is not a good scenario for me, but I'm just gonna stay in and let. I actually shield here. I think I'm thinking he might shield the Sludge Bomb, and it might be an alright scenario if he does, and he ends up doing that. So I'm gonna bring in Sudowoodo, and I mean, Drill Run was kind of obvious, but I'm gonna just eat a Drill Run here, I decide, and I'm gonna try to get a Rock Slide off. He sacks Beedrill. He brings in Venusaur. I switch straight to Abomasnow. Definitely a rough scenario for us. I'm gonna launch Weather Ball. He ends up shielding the Weather Ball. I'm not gonna shield the Foul Play. Oh, it's Dark Pulse. Maybe it's Dark Pulse Foul Play. Go for the Weather Ball. And yeah, I'm gonna shield the Dark Pulse. Go for another Weather Ball here. And yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm gonna actually switch into Sudowoodo as a sack swap. I thought this might help me actually pull off a win here. So I get some energy on Abomasnow. Go for the Weather Ball. I can knock out. I can't knock out. Actually, that was crazy. I was thinking in that scenario, I was like, I actually was kicking myself for not energy balling. Because I think I was in a scenario where if I just energy balled you, I could have still got to the Weather Ball and pulled off the win. But I was being a little greedy with my energy, and I went for the Weather Ball thinking, I think it knocks out. But you lived with 1 HP. And I was like, oh man. Good game though, man, for real. Okay, so this last battle, I lead Sudowoodo into your lone Graveler, and I knew you were doing Rock Blast here, so I did not shield. I just take it, and I'm like, alright, cool. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide myself. And I get a shield, and I decide to shield once, just to have a little bit of HP in case he had the Venusaur. So we're shield to shield at the moment. He brings in the Beedrill. I feel like this was like a sack swap, but it wasn't. He actually is going for... He's going for it. I decided to just let Sudowoodo go down and bring Magcargo on B-Drill. I'm in a pretty good scenario here. I can use Overheat. I'm going to switch out into a Bomb of Snow. So, I'm not going to shield. I'm going to take the Dark Pulse. And I'm going to keep tapping. I'm going to go for a Weather Ball with Bomb of Snow. We're in a pretty solid scenario. We still have the shield. I'm not going to use my shield at all, because I don't want to die to a drill run from B-Drill on my Magcargo. That would not be optimal for me. So, yeah, we do this, and this is a little scary because B-Drill does have a little bit of energy. And I'm going to shield here, and when we went for the X-Scissor, I was a little nervous, but fortunately we can just knock out B-Drill. GG's, Rick and Morty, man. Really close battles. Really good battles, bro. Okay, let me bring up my final opponent here of the tournament. Alright, here's my opponent's team. And let's bring up the actual battle. Okay, Manaholix. Welcome back, Digital Imported. Alright, this is the final opponent we had in the tournament. A very tough battle. I decided to lead on Bomb of Snow thinking they're going to lead Venusaur, and again, we caught the lead again. These are kind of the obvious leads against my team, Venusaur. Okay, so that honestly, that switch was really nice. I'm not gonna lie, like, that was a really nice switch to waste my energy. Like, these type of battles are so energy, like, you have to conserve your energy. Like, getting me to waste all of my Weather Ball energy like that was really a good play. So yeah, I'm in a really weird position now where I'm like actually behind in this matchup, and I'm trying my best to catch up. But yeah, I'm gonna die, and I'm thinking I'm gonna bring in Sudowoodo. I know I can take one Surf, so I'm just gonna eat it. Yeah, this is really unfortunate because I was in a pretty good scenario until that waste of energy. Like, if I did not use the Weather Ball in that fashion, I genuinely would have probably just won this battle. Yeah, so now I'm gonna try my best here. I mean, I have to shield it. I don't really have a win condition, I don't think. I mean, they might have Umbreon in the back line in this game if they do, and that's exactly what ends up happening. So yeah, feels bad, man. Really well played on that switch. Definitely pays off to be a little more patient. Definitely really patient. Yeah, that's what you said, Rick Morty. That was insane. Yeah, if I was just a little more patient, I could have like launched the double grass move, beat the Lapras, been in a much better scenario. We would have had shield advantage plus switch advantage. But yeah, really well played here. Yeah, he really is. That switch was very good. Like I said, this tournament was stacked. Like, all these people I'm facing are like elite trainers. So the fact that like this is what I'm trying to say is, like, you can tell in these contexts real skill in this game. You know what I mean? Okay, so really interesting scenario here. Lapras on... We have a Bomb of Snow on Lapras. Okay, so I'm not gonna shield here. I think they go for the Surf. And I'm thinking they're gonna shield Energy Ball. But I think I just go straight Energy Ball. Definitely should have went for the bait. It was kind of obvious. And I got a little scared, so I just switched to Gloom. I don't shield. And they Skull Bash me. I was like, what the fuck? Pretty insane, honestly. Like, pretty insane getting that Skull Bash off. I don't shield again. I'm just like risking it for the biscuit this match. Go for the Rock Slide on Venusaur, and they don't shield it, which is what I kind of expected. Yeah, we have to shield here. Don't really have the best situation for myself. And I should have just farmed, I think. But I end up going for the weather ball. I think I should have gone for a farm down, personally. Maybe would have benefited us. They do have Umbreon, so that's pretty much game. Yeah, so a little rough. A little rough here. Like, this match, not as close as that first one, and this last battle is for pride. Like, I could have actually pulled off the one battle if they didn't successfully get that energy sack on me. So this time, I'm like, I'm just gonna lead Abomasnow. They're probably gonna lead Venusaur, and fortunately, we do catch the lead for this final battle, and I decided to be patient. And this time, this is so dumb, because I actually waited, but then I was like, okay, now they must know that I didn't get baited, so I went for the bait move, and they did not fall for it. Maybe I should have just went for the energy ball, but I went for the bait move there. Fortunately, they shield, so we're still in a pretty decent scenario. I decided to shield, and this time I decided just energy ball. God, sloppy games, yo. Fortunately, we can actually be in a position where we do hit the energy ball, and I'm gonna actually switch out and bring in Umbreon as a safe swap. We're gonna eat a Surf. They're gonna switch in Venusaur, and I'm gonna go for a foul play. Not gonna shield. And yeah, I think I just end up letting Umbreon go down here, because I think I can just bring in Abomasnow, go for the weather ball. They're just gonna let Venusaur go down. Oh no, wait, they actually did shield. But I end up coming in with Sudowoodo, shielding, and I think I'm in an alright scenario, because I think they do have Umbreon. Yeah. So they're trying to bait my move. Fortunately, I don't fall for it, and I just keep farming down. I go for the Rock Slide. This is still really close, but I end up taking it here in the end. It's just a matter of getting off two Rock Slides here. Oh wait, no, actually it doesn't matter. We can eat this foul play and just farm down, which is a very, very close battle. I live with 1 HP, and we end up winning that battle. So very tough tournament. I end up going 4-3 in the end, but I do feel like a lot of the matches where I did lose, I probably could have. I think I was very close to a 5-2 or even a 6-1 this tournament. We'll just take a quick peek over here at the tournament. 5-way tie between Pierre, Roberto, Ba, 14 Ma, Hydrid, and Panic 23. GG's, guys. Let's take a look here. I end up going 4-3, which I still think in a stacked tournament was rather respectful. I definitely feel proud of it. But yeah, it was a great game. I was really hoping to go 5-2 personally, but I'm not upset about going 4-3. Really good games. Just to give you guys an idea, like, the participants in this tournament, these are the people. Yeah, so we have a lot of elite trainers, and then you got me right here. Almost there, but didn't get a chance to really hit elite this season, and I think a lot of it had to do with, it's my first season. I'll weigh my cups better in the future. But good games, guys.